joining me on my channel. If you haven't gotten the chance to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, please do so now. Today we are talking about forgiveness and the signs of unforgiveness. How when we forgive, we live. We're going to talk about the behavioral patterns that build walls, and we're going to talk about the destruction of relationships. We're going to talk about how forgiveness can help us to reconnect with those that we have lost in our travels, and how we can overcome these issues. So we have to first realize when we're in the symptoms, when we're in the signs that we've been unwilling to forgive. And the first thing we have to realize is that when we are seeking or wanting revenge, we are in the need of the forgiveness mode. When we feel that we need to be right in every argument with our relationship, we are in the unforgiveness mode. When we have extreme bitterness, when our relationship is cold or frigid, we are in the unforgiveness mode. These are all symptoms and signs that we need to forgive somebody. When we are not looking forward to seeing somebody, when we have that repelled energy of, oh, I don't want to see this person, that is a sign of needing to forgive somebody. When you feel guilt because of how you've treated somebody and you don't have the gumption to see them in person and talk to them face to face, that is the need to forgive somebody. You permanently are on the defense with them. You feel the need to have to defend yourself constantly. That is the sign of the unwillingness. That is a symptom of unwillingness to forgive. When your neck gets stiff, that is a sign of unforgiveness. If your voice, have you ever had your voice go flat or like where it hurts to actually use your throat to talk? That's a sign that you have to forgive somebody. These feelings inside of us go numb when we're around that person. That's a sign you have to forgive somebody. I know that you have had that intense moment where you have felt one of those symptoms. These behavior patterns build walls between the relationships between us and the other person. And the other person may not even realize that it's happening. It does happen because of how we are seeing the situation, the relationship, energy that caused the need to forgive. That is on us. We have to learn to let that go. But those symptoms cause such heaviness in our energy field. It causes darkness around us. It's not a light energy. It's not that rise up into elevation. It's not in those feelings of joy or enlightenment. It is in those feelings that are lower vibration, the guilt, the shame, the apathy. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. This is the mantra. This is the association pattern of enlightenment, of the spiritual path, is that everybody makes mistakes. Every single one of us out there is human, and we will make mistakes, and we will do things that will affect those around us. It may be inadvertently, it may be on purpose. Whatever the situation is, people make decisions to go out and hurt people that they love all the time. Think of the relationship dynamic between two spouses or a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and one steps outside of the relationship, cheats on the other one. That is a dynamic of this error. This to err is human, but to forgive is divine. When somebody crosses us or hurts us, our ego, the first instinct that we have is to build that wall, to shield ourselves from being hurt, to not allow that person to hurt us any further. And when we do that, that's when we start to have our feelings go numb. That's when we seek revenge. That's when we have those frigid, cold feelings in our relationship. This course of action that we're headed towards, it's not just going to ruin the relationship with this person, but it's also going to ruin our heart and our own vibe, our own vibrational frequency. And that's because we have to learn to forgive and let go of that attachment of the hurt in order to move forward. You can bring this hurt, you can bring this unforgiveness into another relationship and have the same symptoms seeking out from you and not even realize where it's stemming from. So when somebody does wrong to you or hurts you or you to somebody else, there is an element of forgiveness that needs to be incorporated into the relationship, even if you part ways, in order to heal, in order to grow, in order to move forward. So the forgiveness is a process. It's a constant releasing of the resistance and feelings. It's a constant letting go of what makes you upset. It's a constant letting go of those resisting energies that are telling you to stay mad. A Course in Miracles states that, quote, "Those who forgive are releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself." So let's talk about that for a moment. What does that mean? It means that when you are forgiving other people and forgiving of yourself, you're releasing the illusion of attachment, of anger, of hostility, of doubt, of hurt, of distrust. And that is all an illusion. Why is it all an illusion? Because we are one consciousness, one love, one enlightenment, and we are rising to the occasion. We are elevating our vibration as we're moving forward in this journey. See, the thing is that we forget that. We talk about that all the time. We forget when we get to this earth exactly what our journey is, and it's to rise up. It's to remember. It's to help connect these relationships of the heart chakra, of the mind chakra, of the love, okay? We have a forgiveness that's a process, and what the Course in Miracles is telling us is that if we don't allow ourselves the forgiveness of other people, then we can't personally forgive ourselves. And really the only fundamental element of forgiveness is when you can forgive yourself to the attachment of the energy that has been caused in that situation. Forgiving other people starts with self-forgiveness. Forgiveness is a renewing of connections between two people or between you and your heart soul. It is enhancing the compassion within. So if you can forgive somebody for the actions that they took against you, you are opening yourself and your heart chakra to be more vibrant, to be more in the moment, to be more filled with love in the now. Remember, we are living in the now. We are not living in yesterday. We're not living in tomorrow. We are living in the right here, right now. And in that mindset, has this person hurt you right now, this minute? No, it was in the past. Find it in your heart to forgive them. Talk about it, discuss it, elevate, vibrate, and move up. Don't hold yourself back from the spiritual enlightenment of forgiveness. It is the purest form of unconditional love to be judgment-free and accepting, to release the power of the past that it has on you. I think that women that have had a spouse cheat on them, or a man that has had a spouse cheat on them, that has stayed in the marriage, that has fully released the distrusting feeling, has the most to say about that transformation process and the process to accept it. Because these are all feelings that will hurt that person immediately. Now, this is just an example. There are many, many other ways that you can exemplify this out, that you will feel better about love and that you'll probably reconnect. There's always underlying reasons on why people do the things that they do. And it could be that you have been disconnected, so this brought them to connect with somebody else, and now you have to find your way back to connection. Bless and release the energy of hurt and condemn that you have from another person or to another person into a pink light for transmutation. Now, a lot of people will talk about white light and the white light divinity of protection. But did you know the ray of pink is a love energy? It's a healing energy. It is a ray of transmutation of energy to love. The vibration of pink light energy governs the physical universe, transmuting and isolating all of the negative energy. And forgiveness creates new space to flow where negativity once was. So let's just say that you have not forgiven your ex for cheating on you. I know I keep going back to this because this is something that is very predominant in a lot of the readings that I've been doing lately. Your ex cheats on you and you can't release that attachment of feeling to it, and you carry it forward to the next relationship, and then you have that bad energy vibe and you think that this new person is always going to cheat on you because that's what the ex did. You have to let that go. You have to heal and forgive that, because if you don't, then you're going to keep bringing in the energy of a cheating significant other. If you release it and forgive it, you open space for somebody that is going to be faithful for you to come walking into your life. Forgiveness creates new space for positive energy, positive relationships, positive circumstances. Forgiveness helps to let go of the offenses that others have done to us, but it also helps forge better relationships moving forward. Forgiveness brings a piece of spiritual essence and promotes overall good health and balance and well-being. There are 3 types of forgiveness. There's self-forgiveness, where you forgive yourself for things that you have done to others and how you have responded when others have hurt you. There is a forgiveness to and from others. And then there is a forgiveness from the universe and God. These are action steps to forgive, because everybody has their own tolerance and their own way of overcoming. It will take time to forgive, but you confess. You confess what you have done wrong. And each one of these letters in the word confess is an acronym for something else. Confession without excuses, stating what you have done wrong specifically and why was it wrong. I have done wrong to you by XYZ. I went behind your back and I told our best friend that you were having an affair with so-and-so. And I did it because I was jealous that you had 2 relationships and I have 0 relationships. So I got you into trouble and you have 0 relationships now, and it made me feel better about me. But it was wrong because it was none of my business, and I'm sorry. Offer an apology and take responsibility. See what I did there? I said what I did wrong. I explained why I did it, even though it's not supposed to be explained. It's supposed to be without an excuse. So I didn't make up an excuse on why I did it. I honestly told them I was jealous of the relationship dynamic of you having 2 and me having 0, so I took both of them away from you. Yes, it was wrong. It was wrong because it was none of my business. What is your business? And the relationships are yours to figure out, not mine. I should have kept my mouth shut. Note the pain in others of acknowledgement. When I told so-and-so about your affairs, I acknowledged that I hurt you because it put into public view things that were only your business. Maybe I don't agree with them. Maybe I don't find them to be on the up and up, but it was not my business to discuss. I hurt you. So now I've confessed what I've done wrong. I've offered an apology. I've noted the other person's pain. Forever value the relationship. I want you to know that we have been friends since we were very small, and I acted out of a malicious way, and I'm sorry for that. I will always feel that you are my best friend, and I really hope that you will feel the same way too. I am forever grateful for all that you have done and shared with me in my life. Equalize through restitution. What can I do to make this up to you in order to show you that I'm sorry? How can I make this right? How can I make this better? Say you will never do it again. I am so sorry that I hurt you. I will never intentionally set out to hurt you or your feelings again. I acknowledge that I was wrong. Will you be able to forgive me? Seek forgiveness and ask them to forgive you. Will you be able to forgive me? And if you can go through those steps of confess, and they can offer the forgiveness, then the relationship can heal. Remembering that forgiveness requires time. Forgiveness requires time. It doesn't happen like that. The hurt didn't turn on like that. Forgiveness isn't going to turn on off like that. Healing happens on its own timetable. In conclusion, is that forgiveness is an act of free will, and it's not based on emotions or feelings. And that forgiveness doesn't matter if other people acknowledge it or not, but you will feel better for releasing the begrudgments against others. You may need to repeat that forgiveness on a daily basis, maybe even on an hourly basis, even for years before you truly accept and understand the level of forgiveness achieved. But be patient, because these are all paths to the right step. Forgiveness allows us life. When we forgive, we learn to live. When we release that begrudging energy, when we take out the negative connotations to the relationship, that is when we start to see the actual rise of our vibration. That is when we begin to express, understand, and show true love in the purest form. In light and loving service, I hope that this lesson has brought you some clarity. I look forward to seeing your messages and comments below. Please make sure you go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button now, and smash on that bell notification to be notified when I upload new content. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.